Step program. You go to school in the first grade and you end up in the 12th grade, 12-step program. And consequently, Horus was the sun. The sun walked across the sky in 12 steps, called 12 Horuses. H-O-R-U-S, Horus. We today change it around and make it H-O-U-R-S. So it's 12 hours. There's actually 12 Horuses. And the sun brings light into the world. It walks across the sky in 12 steps and brings light into the world. And so consequently, and light in Latin was Lucius, or Luke Skywalker. He does battle with Darth Vader, the Prince of Darkness. So all of this is very interesting, but it's making the point that the Eye of Horus is also known as the Eye of Ra. It represents the sun and expresses the divine omnipotence of God, the Creator. So in the ancient Egyptian, the sun represented the presence of God.
A crazy red ribbon story. So when you're in Japan, like I said, once you're gonna get sent into the morgue, they give you a red ribbon. Like a red band. Yeah, like a red band. Yeah. And in Canada, we have a white ribbon with all of our information on it, right? Yeah. There was this doctor, right, that I think he worked overnight, and his last patient was supposedly at 2 a.m., right? So he's like, all right, let me take a break. I'm going to go to the basement. So he goes into the basement with another woman. He's just talking. He's like, oh, how's your day? How's this? Everything's normal. Yeah. They get to the basement, right? The doors open. They see an old guy, like an old patient, walking. And he's getting closer and closer to the elevator, right? And the guy, he starts spamming to close the elevator door. Yeah. And the woman's like, excuse me, sir, fam, like, he's hurting. Why didn't you let him in? It's like, only the dead have a red ribbon. Oh, shit. Yeah. He asked the woman, did you see that red ribbon, or was it just me? And this is crazy. You know what the woman says? What? She says, oh, something like this? She rolls up her sleeve. There's a red ribbon. This guy's talking to go. He's crazy. Yeah, bro.
Broadcasting. They're casting spells to a wide audience. North, east, west, and south. Red for fear, blue for trust. Every word you listen to is molding your mind in some form or way. Your reality is your mind pushed outwardly. Every thought you thought in the past has led you to this very point right now watching this video. Your life is a result of your mind. You need to protect your mind at all cost. They don't govern your body, they govern your ment, which is your mind. It's mind control, because your reality is a result of your mind. Everything you see around you began as a thought in the mind.
People have just stood around and watched people, mistreat us and talk down on us and humiliate us.
You're quick on the trigger. You are no nonsense. You don't play with demons. You don't tolerate chaos and drama. The first sniff or whiff you get of a smelly spirit, you shut it down immediately in the name of Jesus. You do not entertain them. You don't play games. You don't go back and forth. You just basically...
Don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds out to see a wiggle, wiggle. For sure, it makes me want to dribble, dribble. You know, riding in the fear, really have to see it.
They want to enslave your child, your wife, your mother. There isn't anything that you ever had. There isn't anything that you own. There isn't any right that you possess that they're not planning on taking away. Sheeple. Sheeple. And your children are going to be slaughtered if you go along with the program. Time to wake the town and tell the sheeple. We are being led like sheep to the slaughter. What is the purpose? A new world order. The United States of America is controlled by this evil army. They control the money system. They control the State Department. They control the presidency. So they have a plan to give us a new age world global occultic religion. They're going to have them deceived so greatly that they'll actually think it's something good. In fact, the whole new age movement, the new world order crowd is telling people that the 666 mark of the beast is the most elite thing that could ever happen to them. No cash. Cashless society. It's ready to go. Disease could be created. In essence, this is what he was saying. We have new strains of virtually everything that's drug resistant or drug. I'm not worried about the old diseases. I'm worried about the ones that they create to bring down the population of the world. They simply want to exterminate them, but that they consider them to be useless eaters. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, güey. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar.
Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Conche tu madre. Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye.
Shit. Man.
Digital ID at birth, not just name and date. We're talking fingerprints, retina scan, even DNA. This ID will be required for school, hospitals, even phone apps. And parents, you don't get a choice, it's federal law. Some states say, no digital ID, no health insurance. Supporters call it protection. Critics call it control. So what do you think, child safety or a lifetime of surveillance? Comment below and follow before this becomes your reality.
Good rising. So, privacy doesn't exist anymore. Privacy doesn't exist, and what else doesn't exist? Freedom of speech. Free will. The right to say no. Today's babies will be birthed and digitized and computer chipped and essentially enslaved from day one. Digital surveillance, audio, visual surveillance. Privacy's gone. Individualism, dead in the water. Dead in the water. Does a person even have the right to say no to anything anymore? Or is that old fashioned? I'm not interested in biodigital convergence, universal surveillance of everyone. Smart cities can burn to the ground in 15 minutes. 15-minute cities sound like a terrible idea. They don't sound like good ideas. And smart people support terrible ideas. Smart people value death more than life. It's pretty mind-blowing. Their lives matter more than yours does, but they're coming after everyone. It's like, whoa. I've done commentary for 25 years. Unmatched in the last decade. Since the beginning of COVID, you fucking smart people haven't had any smart things to say to me or my goddamn children. I'm supposed to worry more about your feelings than my own. I think my fucking feelings are more pressing than yours. I think I'm more accurate than you, too. And the funniest part of all, the only nigger I owe is me. I don't owe you nothing but contempt. Isn't that amazing? I don't owe you respect. I don't owe you for my education. I don't owe you for my fucking life. Isn't that amazing? It's a scientific fact. I like those. Most don't. When it's factual, they can't support it financially, physically, or fucking emotionally. That's literally the facts. What are they going to do? Say nothing? Changes my mind, doesn't it? You care so much that my children were stripped from my care because you thought I was a respectable person and a good father. You cared so much you could never even pay for my fucking time or my goddamn presence. You cared so much you had no respect for my fucking life, and I'm supposed to respect your life more than my own because of your goddamn feelings. See, I came to realize that most people are fucking parasitic, and the only thing they want is everybody else to feel sorry for them. Right, Mandy? Where's the Nazi sympathizers at? You feel sorry for them? There was no mercy for my fucking son. Mercy's for the innocent. Silent people are guilty. Professionals have the same problem as infants and toddlers right now. They can't fucking speak for themselves. It's been that way for a while. Years. What's care? What does care imply? Doing something? No, most people are just fucking indifferent. They think just by showing up, it's going to make all the goddamn difference in the world. I should be grateful for their fucking presence. How come you're not grateful for my presence? Because I'm not a faggot? I'm not a gender bender? Not queer? Is that why? Just throwing it out there, right? It's socially unacceptable to be heterosexual these days. Women want to turn their sons into fucking trans because other moms are doing it for government incentives like welfare benefits, food stamps, free education. Fucking wild, right? Well, your entire education was based on theorem and ideologies that were lies. What I'm really challenging here is the accuracy of your universities and your institutions. Silence subjugates you. Silence makes you my fucking whore. I don't owe anybody for my education. As a matter of fact, at 14 years of age, I scrapped everything you ever fucking taught me and decided to educate myself. That puts me in 1% as an autodidactic, someone who evolves to information as they observe it and digest it and consume it and evolve to it, you know? That's what I do. You guys perpetually stay the same. It amazes me. Oh, but Mandy, my time was worth fucking nothing, right? Me sacrificing my fucking time for you didn't feed my goddamn children any, did it? And I'm not caring about size of audience. I actually comprehend that 99% of people are conformists and 87% of people are emotional and they're not logical, they're not rational, they're irrational and illogical. Your mouth means less than mine due to your education versus mine. I don't owe you anything. Somehow you think I owe you something. Everybody thinks I owe. Truth be known, I don't owe anything. You fucking think I owe you. And I shut that one down verbally. Hundred people in the room. One guy's got a gun. One guy's gonna get shot. 99 people ain't gonna say a fucking thing. They're just gonna watch it happen. That's what we learned from the Kennedy assassination. Gunshot goes off. 99 people run for their fucking lives, and only one's gonna ask who pulled the trigger. And the guy that asks that question tends to ask more questions because he got answers to those questions. He started burrowing and digging and tunneling underground. And that's sexist and racist. Burrowing in and building bunkers underground is sexist and racist, ain't it, flat earthers? Hiding from truth, sexist and racist. No, I'm sorry, Mandy, but just showing up is not enough. Because I show up every fucking day. Wasn't good enough for you. Wasn't good enough for the people left or right of me. I goddamn showed up every day. My whole life, I show up. Where'd you go? People disappear quick when lives are on the line other than mine or my children's. It's amazing. Don't expect me to save your fucking children, right? Well, just showing up's enough these days. You cared so much. Made all the difference in the world. I didn't get no credit for showing up. I don't know why you should get credit for showing up. I don't get credit for showing up. Never have. Never will. Isn't that factual? It's not some pity party. You don't see me crying, do you? Showing up doesn't pay the bills. Showing up doesn't do a damn thing. Doesn't create anything, doesn't build anything, doesn't actually do anything constructive. Hundred people can stand around in a circle and kick at some poop and go absolutely fucking nowhere. Showing up matters. Made all the difference in the world. See, that's where I just don't believe anymore. I don't believe anything. It's rather freeing not having a belief, not believing anyone or anything. It's amazing. They can't actually prove anything that comes out of their fucking mouths. It's all theorem, it's all conjecture, it's all opinions, and it's all smoke that's blown up your ass since the age of 5. You just think you know things. I don't know anything. We don't actually respect smart people. We lie about them. We steal their fucking children, and we show up so we can stare at them while they're suffering and find entertainment in it. And well, at least I showed up for that one. My very fucking presence made all the goddamn difference in the world. I didn't have to do anything. So many people with the same goddamn attitude. I paid in blood, but you'll say I paid nothing at all. And that's just perspective, yours, mine. Who's right? See, it's actually authority figures in the political parties, the two-party system that I'm in opposition to, and the caucus members that toe party lines. Where the fuck are you? Silent, right? Nah, you're silent. My son's been missing for a goddamn year, and you've been dissident the whole fucking time. Hey, what are you gonna do, Mandy? Talk? But that's nothing. You don't get no respect for it. Doesn't feed your fucking children. What should I do? Write a story for illiterate niggers that can't read, write, express themselves accurately? There's no money in writing stories that don't get approved. The luxuries of being homeschooled, right? My time is worth nothing. And if my time is worth nothing, then your goddamn time is fucking worth nothing. Right? It's fair. There ain't nothing to do. That's the beautiful part of this floor is I realize there's nothing to do. All events are scripted for you. Due process was thrown out in 2001. Fathers don't have any rights, and mothers can accuse fathers of whatever fucking they want. Goddamn, you're guilty until you can afford an attorney, and I don't say you paying for my labor, my art, or reimbursing me for my fucking education so my children can goddamn eat. Right? These good people, what are they good for? Nothing. Sit there and stare at you as if their presence is going to save my fucking children. Hey, talking didn't solve anything. Drawing pretty pictures and teaching math didn't pay the goddamn bills, did it, Mandy? Come on now, grow the fuck up. Oh, I'm banned from public because Democrats don't respect males, right? Oh, no. No, you're rejected by your friends and family and community before country. I may as well be a fucking alien. I know. Filing fraud paperwork and save them, did it. What am I going to do with $1, Mandy? Your mouth didn't save them. Neighbors to the left or right of me didn't save them either. Your mouth didn't fucking prevent anything from happening, did it? No, you became a problem. You my friend? No, you're a roadblock. You won't share the news. You don't tribute anything, and you can't afford to. That's most people's excuse, right? They can't afford to give a fuck. World is controlled by money, Mandy, and that confuses you somehow. You don't have any for a nigger like me, and the person to the left or right of you, they can't be bothered to pay for my time or appreciate it or nothing. Shit. Oh, that money goes right back into this fucking place every goddamn month. That's my labor. When do I get paid for teaching you? Never. Right? I'm supposed to teach you for free. Right? You come in here and assault my fucking house and fuck you do? Nothing? Nothing. Right? Nothing. That's my labor. Thing about students is they try to kill their fucking teachers. Got no respect for them at all. Know what you're trying to do? Starve my family? Kill it? Because you're a racist bigot? A fucking hypocrite? A liar? A trained one? A trained monkey? Right? Planet of the Apes. Trained monkeys. Circus monkeys, every fucking one of you. Right? Babbling baboons. Congress is a group of baboons, ain't it? It's a yes or a no. Hey, I'm on welfare. I'm on welfare. I don't give a fuck. Me sitting in this chair running my mouth, that's a sacrifice that you have no goddamn respect for. Right? And it cost me my fucking children. Right? So therefore, I paid in blood, and you couldn't pay a fucking dollar. Because according to my theory, you're a cheap goddamn whore. In the cult of Horus. In the 12-step program, 12 hours in a day, 12 hours in a night, 12 hours. Horus. That's what they do around the clock. Whore you out, right? Whore themselves out by the hour. What are you going to do? Call me a liar? Liars lie. It's an amazing thing. Isn't it amazing when you know what people are going to say or do before they do it? Then you don't even want to deal with them anymore. It's like, stay the hell away from me. "25 years, and that's the one thing I realize. You have no respect for my fucking time. I'll respect it, because no one else does. I love my time, because everybody else fucking hates it. That's why they abuse it. No respect for it. None. Including my parents. It's amazing. And they're the ones that made me. It's fucking wild. We don't respect lives. We feed off them. You don't see anyone paying for that message, do you? No. They're going to feed off the fucking host, though, right? Lurk. Park. Troll. Can't get a yes or a no. Can't get a straight answer out of me, Andy. Just like fucking Dirty Tree, part of my theorem. Smart people will never give you a decisive answer in regards to anything. They'll sit there and stare at you with a thumb up their ass. So I don't even know what the point is having this conversation. It's not going to pay the bills. It's not going to make any monumentous change, is it? I've said for a decade, the only change I believe in is the change in my pocket. And I put it there myself. You didn't get it to me. No. No, I went out and earned that change after I did the stream. I didn't make $1 doing this. No, I don't. See, I'm supposed to be grateful for your goddamn presence. When the fuck were you grateful for mine? Never. And your gratuity fucking starved my children, didn't it? Because you were so fucking grateful. See, you're so full of shit. So many people full of shit. That's what happens when you work in debt and negative money. That's what happens when you start with nothing. Niggers like you don't respect niggers like me, right? No respect for a nigger like me. Because of my race or my gender. It's one or the other. My color is offensive. My tone. My attitude. My fucking frequency. And no one knows why I'm angry, right, Mandy? It's a goddamn mystery. Hearing impairment during a hearing session. Right? This is a fucking hearing test. Let's find out how many of you are tone deaf and hearing impaired while we have a live fucking hearing. By goddamn definition. You want to fuck with me in a goddamn frequency war? Did you hear that? Was that straight enough for you, Mandy? Or should I get more parabolic? Become more wavy gravy? Spaghetti Eddie? Mr. and Mrs. Wiggles need to co-sign to get a stripper pole so they can get along, twerk for the king together, work together, right? I fucking saw that in my head one day and I just started goddamn laughing my ass off, right? Mr. and Mrs. Wiggles needing a loan for a stripper pole. They got to co-sign one another to get along with each other, right? Can't have one without the other. What am I talking about there? Gender? Gender. Can't have one without the other, right? That's that logic king at work, Paul. Won't get a straight answer out of these fucking people either. Because it's not political. It's fucking logical. That's why you won't get a straight answer from them. They have to be right, and I must be wrong. Their Ivy League institutions didn't feed them full of doctrine, dogma, theory, conjecture, and some other asshole's fucking ego. Look at me, fucking Beto. Goddamn huff and puff and blow your house in. Gotta repeat myself 20 fucking times to get a goddamn answer out of anybody. Is that because of your licenses to lie? Is that why, Paul? They can't give me a straight answer because they don't have permission to tell the fucking truth. They have permission to lie. And they're going to try to do what? Lie to the king, talk king? They always try to steal my fucking shoe shine. Try to steal my fucking sunshine. Try to steal my fucking light. I am the shining one. When was I? Never. These people drive me to drink at fucking 9 a.m. You believe that? I did a beautiful geometry presentation yesterday, bypassing English. And not a single fucking word. Hey, I tell you, God is a female and black, and you'll call me a sexist, racist nigger, and that's gonna provide for my prodigy. Right, Paul? What the hell is my education worth? Nothing? Or what about my time? Nothing, right? My presence isn't a gift. It's worth fucking nothing. Okay, if it's worth nothing, then get a refund. Where do I go? North Pole? Should I call fucking Santa Claus? Right? Let's get Santa Claus on the fucking phone. Let's call the goddamn North Pole. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you're gonna call the goddamn phone, North Pole, without a fucking landline, right? Without telephone poles going to the North Pole and without landlines. How the fuck are you gonna even call the goddamn North Pole? Help me out here, Paul. It's like calling the moon, right? Same thing, right? Hey, Richard Nixon, right? You and your fucking moon phone call, right? How the fuck you gonna call the fool? How the fuck you gonna call the moon? Paul, how the fuck are you gonna call the moon from a fucking landline? Help me out here. I may as well be calling Santa Claus at the North fucking Pole, right? Let's call Father Time. Get him on the phone. Hey, Jesus, how you doing? Can you come down from the North Pole and talk to these ass clowns? That's what the good Christians is waiting on. They're waiting on Father Time to come down from the clouds, from the North Pole, settle affairs. Waiting on Jesus, and Tomorrowland never gets anything done today, correct? That is so bad. The only thing a poor person has is their presence, which is their fucking time. It's their only gift available to them. And it's the one thing no one fucking respects, which is mind-boggling. I'm supposed to respect everybody else's time except for my own. I started respecting my own time, and that made me a sexist, racist nigger, a fucking honky, a dumb nigger, a stupid hippie, a backwoods hillbilly, doesn't know anything, can't read, can't write, can't think for myself. I need fucking you to march orders at me. Because clearly I can't think for myself at all, and my vocabulary is going to confuse 99% of people. That's something I'm goddamn proud of. Glad you're hearing me, boy. Goddamn proud of it. I confused all the smart people, order followers, and conformists. Look at all the consumers and registered voters. They don't know what to say to me. I took all their words away. Because they love me so much, right? All those words look great on a resume, don't they? Shit, 75% of people think I'm a sexist, rapist bear when I walk in the room, right? I'm not the one running. I'm the one sitting. It's vibration. And I'm making a vibration too with my word spells. Causing and affecting and creating a frequency with vocabulary. Isn't that science? I want yes or no answers, Paul. Silence makes you sound like a rape victim. Stuck pig with an apple in your mouth, a muzzle, a dog. Gotta think like a pirate. I'm gonna break that license. I'm gonna break it hard. Break king. If the world can't break king, then the fucking king break world. Did you ever hear that before? If the world doesn't break you, then it makes you. You took everything from me, and you still couldn't get me to goddamn change my fucking story. You couldn't silence me. You can censor me all you want to. Erase my channels, take away my work, starve my children. Deny them access to their father. Go ahead. I'm laughing my ass off, Paul, because all these smart people that vaccinated their children, they stole from them their children, their future children, because now they can't have any. So the good doctors involved with the WHO and the CDC and COVID mandating and just doing my job, well, this is what you did. You stole the future from the children. You prevented them from even having one. You stopped the future from happening. For so many bloodlines. Think about it, Paul. No more babies. What a novel idea. No more natural birth. Designer babies. Incubator children. Cabbage Patch Kids. Test tube babies. Nothing natural. Let's do away with natural birth completely. It's old fashioned and outdated, Paul. Got to keep up with the times. The New York Times. Got to keep up with those clowns, right? You know, that's a state sponsored media distribution center. And all they do is carry propaganda for transgenders and queers. I'm here to steer you. Steer your thought processes. I don't think, and most people can think for themselves. They need someone else to do it for them. Most individuals are subservient, submissive. They don't question anything. Afraid of their fucking shadow. Oh. Well, you see, the agenda is to strip parents of their rights, essentially turning parents into breeding mares for the pedophile elite. Parents don't either, because one time they were children. We are in the age of Horus, and that is what they did. Hoard us out. Whore us. Respelt it out of the U in there. Gave us hours. 12 steps in a program. AA, 12 steps. 12 steps to your education before you're out the door, parents. 12 steps. Each hour is a step, but each step hour is a house. In a house of Horus or age. Every house is the Ira, Horus, same thing. Their objective is to whore us out by the hour. Bunch of whores. Bunch of whores getting paid by the hour for their labor. And when I labor for free, there's no respect for that. Doesn't feed my children. Didn't protect them from anything. And I'm still the problem, because why? No money. But no one wants to pay me for my fucking time or my labor, which is goddamn amazing. They don't value anything I say. They don't value anything I do. They don't respect me. And so my children suffer because of that. But I'm the scapegoat. How am I the problem? I never voted for anything. My voting record speaks for its goddamn self. I don't believe anything. And when you say stuff like that, no one sticks around. I show up every day and and they show up sporadically. And I'm supposed to be grateful for their presence and their appearance as if it was going to feed my fucking children, make a difference in their lives. No. See, they want you to own nothing, be an own thing, and be happy about it. Because they love me so much. Right? Mind boggling. The headline link is to my YouTube channel because I'm streaming this over there as well. For my YouTube crowd, I'm going to show you guys what I did to Facebook land yesterday. See, I work every day, Paul. But I get no credit for it at all. They keep telling me my life's worth nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't fucking do anything. I didn't hold up a pretty picture and say something. I did absolutely nothing. Right? That's what they keep telling me every single fucking day. You don't get credit for showing up. Remember that. You don't get no credit for saying anything. Fucking mind-boggling. Yeah, there it is. Right? I it's funny as fuck for me. I'm worse than a kid with a bag of flaming dog shit. Fucking internet buddy. You thug you. You gangster. It's funny as shit. Come on. Possibly. Hi, Monica. So the headline is for the link in the YouTube channel, right? This is group review. Look what I did to you yesterday. And no one said nothing. My children are like, please feed me. Right? My children are like, would someone fucking feed me? And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm working, but ain't nobody wants to pay me for my labor. I'm goddamn confused by this. Right? Aren't you? I work king every day. But no one wants to pay me for it. How come? That's a wake-up call for you. How come no one wants to pay me for my time? Didn't you ever know time is money? It's the only money you got? Do I waste people's time? It's my time, too. Right? Well, you see how bad I fucked with Facebook yesterday, Paul? It's goddamn funny. They just sat there and stared at me and gave me a silent thumb of approval like that was going to feed my fucking children. And somehow that was going to save the goddamn day. Here we go again. Yeah, I talk about materialistic things, and I talk about my shoes and my butthole and my hairstyle, and I'm always worried about myself, huh? So goddamn weird. I stopped playing harmonica, Paul. I quit. I quit. I don't think they get it. I don't want to do anything anymore. It's like I'm an angry child on strike. No, I didn't miss you. Did you make a difference in my children's lives by showing up yesterday, Dirty Tree? No. Did I miss you? No. You're a nuisance. You're a bump in the road that I just want to run over. You're in my fucking way. So many people just in the way. You ever notice that? In the fucking way. Goddamn dead weight. Always trying to sandbag a nigga. How do you miss sandbaggers and silent haters and silent witnesses and silent watchers? And how do you even remember their names? Paul, people avoid my art. They ignore everything I say to them. They starve, poke, prod, and rape my fucking children. And they don't know why I'm angry. I have no idea. Most confused people I ever met in my life. Don't you think? Right? Do, 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 do. Isn't that what most people are full of? Is doo-doo? Doo-doo? I mean, that's really amazing. I'm standing here in the center of the room telling you, hey, they want to kill y'all. But none of you want to do anything about it. It's mind-boggling. They want to exterminate you all. But let's worry about ego. Dirty Tree's worried about Dirty Tree. Paul's worried about Paul's music, and no one gives a fuck about the children, right? More worried about themselves. I'm pretty sure if people had to educate their own children, they wouldn't fucking have any. Right, Paul? But you don't have no idea what that's like right there, do you? Big Poopy. And they don't have anything to say about Poopy. So Poopy's not growing legs and going anywhere. Just going to sit there till somebody decides to clean the Poopy up. And I'm not doing it. Nobody else wants to clean up the poop either. It's a big pot of poop, too. It's huge. Biggest pile of shit I ever seen in my life. Yep. All that poop, and none of you want to shovel it. It's amazing. Right? No, no, they don't. No, they don't. They do not care about the children. They lie to the children, so they don't care about the children. They lie to them. And they borrow off the future, which belongs to the children. So perpetually, the only thing these baby boomers are doing is leaving the children with a bigger bill because they love them so much. Right? That's what you call leveraging the future, Paul. They're actually stealing it. They're not protecting nothing. Borders, that's a joke. Constitution, that's a joke. It's worth Charlene's toilet paper. $100 bill costs 10 cents to reproduce, print, manufacture. That's all it's worth. What it costs to make. Huh. Oh. So they lie to the children, but they love the children because they lie to the children. That's twisted, don't you think? I love my children so much, I'm going to lie to them so I can earn a living, make a living, by selling my ass by the hour. 12 hours in a day, 12 hours a night. Stop me when I'm lying, right? 12-step programs here, people. 12 steps a night, 12 steps a day. Totally making fun of AA right now as well. Spent half my life in AA. I don't need a sponsor. No. Thanks to my parents, I spent my childhood in AA. Wow. Where's your higher power now? So they lie about everything and tell the truth about nothing. And that's actually factual, which is wild. They reverse polarity, so the positive things are negative and the negative things are positive. Bad people sound good. Good people sound bad. Bad people have lots of money and have publicists that make themselves look good. You know, they can afford to have a publicist. It's amazing. Poor people don't have that privilege. It's a conspiracy. Wow! What's up my asshole today? Lightning? Because of the morals and ethics of professional principles and peoples and persons and propaganda artists and political pimps and politicians and predator pedophile presidents, I'll establish a precedence with my fucking presence. Did I goddamn confuse you? Better put the brakes on, Sally. You gotta be here a while. Better park it. Better fucking sit. Look what I just did on one breath. That was fucking impressive. Because that had nothing to do with merchandise. Had nothing to do with presents in a store, right? Box stores for box goods, presents for presents. My presents for yours. Want to compete? I'm going to charge you like a lightning bolt. And you could come charging at me like a bull, and I'm going to slay you. Told you up front in advance. Predatory warning. Parents, I come with a warning label. I'm here to offend you. And your parents lie to you. Grandparents lie to you. Your children watching me, looking at you. Man, they're laughing at you right now. Because I'm stupid. Right? I'm fucking frosty. And no one knows why. Right? I'm like Jack Frost, Frosty the Snowman, call me Santa Claus for all the time. Like my presents, may as well be fucking Jesus. Right in your goddamn grill. You got nothing to say about it. That's amazing. Truth's amazing. It's amazing, too. It's a winding, twisting, turning road. Professionals don't know anything about that. They left that out of the classroom. Hey, parents. The current precedent is the pharmaceutical industry is dictating terms to universal health care for everybody. Just smacks you. Fucking whack king. What? Yes, we love you so much. We're going to digitize your health care completely, and AI will be telling you how to feel about your reality. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Don't worry, I'm here to comfort you. I'm your therapist for the hour. It's going to be like WALL-E. In the future, you'll have robotic dogs walking you. You won't need a walker. You'll be walked by a dog. The dog will open its mouth and scoop up the poop like a bulldozer behind you. You know what I mean? You won't be walking the dogs anymore. The dogs will be walking you. Because that's the kind of people you are. It's amazing. Do any of you even fucking walk anymore? Hi, Andrew. This is what I did yesterday. This is what I showed the people over on Facebook land yesterday and made it in a nice little loop package here. And now I'm back with it over here. You guys think I'm just talking shit? No. I told you what I was going to do. And I did it. And no one said anything. That's the strangest part. Right? It's like Sound of Silence. Silence of the Lambs. It's like a predatory silence. You ever heard that before? I'm always telling people, stop me when I'm lying to you. You know, if you think something's wrong, say something. And you know what? No one's ever says anything. The information is just too accurate. Right, Andrew? It's too accurate. The intelligence on the board right now is it's too accurate, and that's the problem. The only thing this shit's going to do is create an angry mob of silent people. I'm just guessing, right? An angry mob of silent people. A silent mob. Like, what the hell? I caused a silent riot? They saw the truth and they didn't have anything to say about it? Something like that. I didn't tell them the truth. I showed them the truth. They saw it. They didn't believe the truth. They ignore it. I tried to establish the grounds in nature and in reality. Where's geometry coming from? Nature and the universe and not a university. And the language around the patterns, the figures, the forms, the shapes, the constructs, the blah, blah. That's all ego. Structures are pre-existing due to frequency. We just made up words to define what we were seeing in nature and reality. So I started seeing how geometry is a universal construct, and it's just language that's causing our problem. Word spells confuse people. People and persons are nouns, and living beings are verbs. Most are confused by that, and it is simply proper grammar, proper English, proper words. Because you're not nouns, not people, persons, places, or things. Are you a thing? Thing one, thing two? Are you thing one or thing two? Red fish or blue? Which one are you? Are you angry right now or laughing? Because it's not possible for people to be neutral. Neutral is purple. Purple. It's not red, it's not blue, purple. So you're going to have to come to terms with they lied to you about the nature of reality. Fundamentals. Back to basics, parents. Is it really offensive that most people wouldn't have children if they had to educate them themselves? There'd be a hell of a lot less breeding going on if everybody had to educate their own prodigy, their own children, their own young. There's too many tax incentives for breeding. We're incentivizing it. Shouldn't be incentivized. You're either going to do it or you're not. You shouldn't get a tax incentive for doing it or not. The hell? My brother's laughing. Because I ain't bullshitting. I cut right through shit. I don't avoid it. I confront it. I put a damper on his day. Call me Dapper Dan. Put a damper on things. They don't know what to say. They got smoked out. You know what you do to bees in a beehive? You smoke them out. Birds, you got to flush them out of the field with dogs. Send the dogs and follow them back to their masters and handlers and see what they have to say for themselves. That's called backtracking. And backtracking is second cousin to backmasking. Dick tickles. Tickle my dick. That it is. Yep. Dogs track. Men can track dogs back to their owners. It's only logical. Or tell the dogs to invite their masters here. What's up, my doggy dogs? How you doing? Doggy dog world. That's what they tell me. Is that true? Is it a doggy dog world? We want yes or no answers. We don't want this silent shenanigans, you know? We like yes or no answers and clear communication. It's doggy dog world, right? Yes? No? Religion is dogma. People chasing religion all day long. You may as well be chasing your tail like a dog because of your fairy tales. Written by fairies with tails, chicks with dicks, trannies, With an agenda. Funniest thing is not having one. I don't have an agenda. No money in it. What is the sole cause of every empire's downfall, implosion? Something I came to understand personally about history and the way we are today and Romans were yesterday. And I realized for myself that every empire buckles under the weight of hyperinflation, overtaxation without representation. The wealthy always feeding off of the poor always oppressed. The wealthy always get more. It's amazing. Jesus walked around in sandals. You fucking twisted, dirty tree. Jesus was a dirty hippie. May as well have said Jesus was a gypsy. Make more sense to me. You got gypped out of Egypt, America, because America is Egypt. Gypped you out of your name. Ripped off. Robbed you. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Right? It's the doctrine of Paul that's dictating terms to the church today, you know, Peter's doctrine. You erased it from the Bible. I bet you didn't know 33 books got erased. Y'all think you got a clean version and it's unabridged and unedited, and people like me will tell you 33 books are missing. It's amazing what happens when you have the missing information and you start linking it in and plugging it in. And I've been at this a long time. Right? Whoa. But they tell me I don't do anything but masturbate and watch porn. And this is COVID misinformation you're witnessing. It's viral propaganda. My propaganda versus your propaganda. Your propaganda versus my propaganda. Which one's going to be sunk and put underwater? Let's play Battleship. No. See why I don't go anywhere? According to the good peoples, I'm suffering psychosis. But then I tell them I'm gnosis and they call me a liar. And, well, you see how that worked out. Did wonders for my children, their silence did. Paid for their college and tuition because of my intuition. And I fed you for no fees, and I didn't get any tuition fees. I didn't get paid to go to school. I schooled myself without an education. I'm sitting in this chair fucking schooling you because of my intuition without a fucking tuition. Isn't that goddamn funny? But I don't get any credit for sitting in this chair, saying the things that I say, showing you the things that I show you. I sit in this fucking chair doing absolutely nothing. Right, Dirty Tree? This ain't worth a fuck. I should play video games. Maybe I should watch porn and be more profitable, right? Something like that. That's what I'm learning. We can't actually talk about issues that matter. That's socially unacceptable, Dirty Tree. You imagine if people would actually shout this. I stream this on Facebook straight like this without me in the corner yelling at you. You know what I mean? Music instead. No me at all. When do you ever see me in the pictures? Never. Oh, I know. Because why? Because people always want to make it about themselves. And one day I said, oh, maybe I should make it about myself, me, myself, and I. Fuck you. See how far we go now. Oh, look, no one's got anything to say because they always come in here and they want it to be about them. No, I'm not here to feel sorry for you. You should feel sorry for me, but I'm not a feel sorry for me kind of person. You should respect the words coming out of my mouth, but you don't. You don't. And that's the biggest problem, right? Like, it's the hugest problem, Dirty Tree. Everybody comes in here and the only thing they're worried about is themselves and never the collective, right? The social constructs, society in itself. What benefits everyone at the same time? No. People come in here, the only thing they're worried about is them goddamn selves. Does it look like the only thing I'm fucking worried about is myself? That makes me fucking strange. Right? Fucking strange. This is the shit that makes me fucking strange. Right? I don't sell this stuff to you. When I was 17 years of age, my brother said if I was to serve in the military, I would be disservicing myself and my prodigy. And the only thing society can do is disrespect me in my home or my prodigy. No respect for a nigger like me. Because I don't kneel. I don't conform. Not a communist. Not a conformist. Not a Marxist. Not a socialist. I will, however, capitalize off the situation, right? In a manner which most benefits me. Because when the fuck did you ever give a shit if this nigger lived or goddamn died? I've been that way about 20 years now, people. It ain't new. And if it doesn't benefit me, then quite frankly, it doesn't fucking benefit you in any way, shape, or fucking form. But no one ever sits around long enough to hear that part. You know what I mean? They think I'm trying to control things. But the reality is, Dirty Tree, I'm probably the biggest troll king in the fucking world. Right? Because these are the things that I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with fashion trends. I'm not concerned with new merchandise. I'm not concerned with political propaganda. I'm not concerned with words like parents, people, person. Take them all out of the equation and really force them to focus on the verb, the living beings. Do you want any left in 20 years? Look around, right? Like, who's actually concerned with the fucking future right now? Nobody? That's my guess. Nobody. They got you thinking that you're protecting something, but you're not. I find it funny, personally. I haven't made a video on this yet, but I've already seen video on it. Dick tickles, tickle, tick. We're big into this spooks and spies over here and cloak and dagger stuff. And I've been into spy movies and films my whole life, and I know that truth gets you killed. You know what I mean? Big ideas like that. Doesn't get you applause. Doesn't get you trophies. Doesn't get you paydays or Klondike bars. No, it gets you locked up in a mental asylum. It's that fucking nuts. That good people. I came to realize that psychiatry was mastered right here in Bangor, Maine. When you study history and you study the Spanish flu and the first mental institutions and nut houses were right here. And ultimately, I realized that they were for vaccine dissident people, right? Let's call it that. Vaccine dissidents. People who like to say no. You know what I mean? It's wild. So this was World in Review yesterday on Facebook, YouTubers. Facebook didn't have anything to say about these things. And I'm like George Carlin over here and thanking God I've never voted for anything but myself in my whole goddamn life. And if you don't like that, you can die. Like, for real. It's a game of survival. Survival instincts on. Most people's are off. Amazing. No red flags for the majority of people when seeing these visuals. Nothing triggers. Nothing registers. No revolting. No pole vaulting for the king talking. No speaking. No thinking. Shit's so shocking. They don't do nothing. It's wow. Bunch of whack kings. I may as well be wank king off or stroke king off, right? Striking off. Stroking. I'm laughing because king is a function and it's not just a title, it's a syllable and it's part of the actions of a king, what he does when he's doing it. Walk king, talk king, speak king, think king. Mock king comes to mind. Fuck king around, mass king, shocking people, shaking them with the truth, striking without warning. Just do it. If they cry, it's their own fucking fault. If the truth kills them, then let them die. Right? Like, wow. So Mel Gibson looks a lot like that there RFK Jr. guy. Pretty sure it's the same actor. Do your own picture analysis. Look at RFK Jr. next to Mel Gibson. And it's just a little cosmetics. It's a little makeup. It's a little hair dye. You know what I mean? They're all shilling. They're all act whores. They're all masked act whores using fake names, pen names, pseudonyms. Shocking to know, right? No one writes in their own name. They write in a pen name when they're on screen acting, posing for the world stage. They're not using their real names. They're using screen names to protect their family names. Wow. Protect them from what? Repercussions for the lies they said, spoke? Don't want it coming back on them? Frontier psychiatry, people. This is why I don't follow anyone anywhere. And maybe someday you might follow me everywhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll become your next Pied Piper. Just follow after me. Repeat after me. I'm here to be a bad influence on the children, Dick Tickles. Right? Been a bad influence my whole life. I drink king, I smoke king, I toke king, I poke king, I mock king, I show king, I check king, cash is king, your logic king versus my magic king. You should watch this stuff over on YouTube that I'm just, there's no volume. Pictures are, worth way more than words, you guys, right? The pictures tell the story all by themselves. And I know the funniest thing I can do is sit in the center of a circle, Centaurian style, Dick Tickles, Tickle Dick, Andy, Tom, Dick, and Harry, Larry, Kurt, and Mo, Rob, Todd, and Bob, the guys that, are dazed and confused by this stuff, right? Sorry, first off. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I'm not sorry, right? I'm not sorry for showing you. I'm not sorry for telling you. I told you and you're angry and I'm not sorry about it. I don't like playing games of sorry. I'm bored with the walking, talking, speaking, thinking. Funniest thing I can do is just sit in the middle of the room and hold the truth up in the light of day and just sit there with it, kind of like that. And the funniest thing occurs They avoid it. They don't have time for it. They can't discuss it, not publicly. No transparency in a free society. What a bad idea that is, right? Terrible idea. See, my job is to be inspirational. I'm here to convince people to use swear words and learn the art of husbandry and the power of nomanship. Nomanship is a word I had to create for the situation that I was facing because I realized the more you say no, the more you decide to navigate your own fucking ship. Nomanship, nomenclature, know my words, bows, wow. You love mocking people and you love manipulating people, and the motherfucking professionals in the union love lying for a living. If you didn't vaccinate, then you were forced to vacate your position. That is my disposition. And because of my disposition, I can comfortably say that 80% of the population is chemically castrated, vaccinated because of the mandating that they did already preemptively. Whoa. Only 20% of people will be on my side right out the gate in the abstract. 80-20. 80-20 split. 80-20 split. 80-20 split. 80% won't have anything to say. 20% will be on my side. Revolutions and wars are occurred when 3% agree. 20%? Whoa. I like my numbers. During evolutions or revolutions, 93% of people are indifferent and sit silent on the sidelines. They'll never get their hands dirty. They'll never participate in anything, and they'll just wait for the outcome in the future. If you can't stop anything, then you can't prevent anything. That 80-20% works so well with so many different things. 80% of women think I'm a sexist, rapist, and a criminal. And I got no fucking soul at all. Devil. I'm just pure black. And I'm up to no good, right? He's a criminal. Better watch that one. He's a bad guy. He doesn't know anything. This is the shit I put up with every day. Hi, Johannes Paulus. Good rising. Thanks for stopping in. The link in the headline is for the live YouTube we're housing or holding right now as well. I'm doing video over there. Frontier Psychiatry, Frontier Therapy. Thank you for stopping in. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? What do we value more as a collective, life or death? Let's talk about it. Got to be all inclusive, Dick Tickles. No exceptions. No exceptions. No exceptional people. No special people. All inclusive. No exceptions, bar none. Like my language? Did I exclude anyone, or is it inclusionary and included everyone? No! I don't know my words well. I get mixed up a lot. I forget things that most people will never fucking remember. Like my phone, wallet, and keys. Sometimes I place them things and I forget where I put them. Does that ever happen to any of you? Right? You put your shit down and you forget where you put it? Holy shit. I like Adam Sandler's little mantra of phone, wallet, keys. Pat your pockets on the way out the doors. Do I got my phone? Do I got my wallet? Do I got my phone, wallet, keys? Like that was so fucking funny for me. Because I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten where I put my wallet, phone, keys, shit like that. Man, I put it down somewhere and I forget, right? How about you? Any of you? Lately, I've been really enjoying showing you the things we said in the past that no one said anything to, and current video content, mixing it up. And it's almost like it's new all over again, you know, with these fusions. Say, hey, look what I was looking at then and now and then and now, and it kind of all just, it's like a documentary waiting to happen. Right? A documentary in the waiting. Like every day I have the capability of doing a documentary about many different things. And typically it's never about me. It's usually about biology, nature's laws, science. Turns out most beings, most verbiages, most living beings don't actually know anything about nature or its laws. None of them. And I realized, well, that's because they left them out of the classroom. They don't actually teach them. That's why you don't know anything about them. It's not that you're fucking stupid. It's that they just didn't think you needed to know. But I, on the other hand, decided, no, I think they would live different lives if they knew these things. Certain things. The outcome in their lives would be totally different. They have way more respect for their own lives and nature and environment. That's the outcome of my floor and these therapy sessions with y'all, right? That's what I'm shooting for, right? It doesn't have anything to do with you kneeling, bowing, groveling to the king. You guys have issues. Yeah, you do. You need to discuss them amongst yourselves while I'm sitting in the fucking room. I want to see that happen. Right? Society needs to have a circle session with Matthew, right? Think about that. How do we make that happen? Right? Make the whole world revolve around me for 10 minutes and I will reset everyone's software coding. Want to bet on it? And I'll do it without a teleprompter or a fucking scripture in front of me. Because I'm my own author, own thinker, own speaker, own talker, distributor of bullshit artistry, linguistics master. May as well call me master alchemist, because alchemy is biology, chemistry, quantum physics, biomechanics. It's all the same. I don't know why the word spells are confusing people so much. Do you? Most species compete for survival. I'm not interested in competing with people for my survival. Competing gets you killed. Not interested in competing with people. I thought most people's priorities were survival, preservation of their prodigy, children, family, things like this. But no, they're not at all. Right? So when you start seeing what they did, the only thing they can do is call you crazy. I can't actually do anything else. That shit's fucking wild to me. Society was built around the comprehension of geometry. We already fucking knew all of this shit. Somehow we forgot it all. And it's like we're being forced to remember it. I'm being very critical with the language that I'm using. Because we're being conditioned to forget the past, and then we're perpetually repeating the past. Nothing changes. Everything remains the same. The only thing that changed was the language around the issues that you face every day. The attitude around geometry is wrong. We didn't make it. That's part of the problem. These things are pre-existing, observable in your environment. So I invite all of you to my YouTube channel to try to assassinate my character while I play pimp for the individuals in the cult of Horus already. Graduates from Tier 1 Freemasonry, K through 12. Secondary Education University, Tier 2 Freemasonry. Tier 1, Tier 2. What's the difference between Tier 1 and Tier 2? Tier 2 is unionized, mechanized, unionized, machine minds, machine hearts, hive mind. No empathy left in you. No mercy either. Even Pope Francis said the mercy seat was closed. People don't have any. And I'm not going to give people sympathy. I don't feel sorry for people that have no mercy. They don't have no empathy. I'm not going to feed people that are going to fucking feed off me and do nothing. Just stare at me. I'm supposed to bow down and pray to them as my God when they show up for 5 minutes. Shit's goddamn funny, Dick Tickles. I have a 9th grade education. Live from District 9 off of Interstate 9, talking about the 9 primary numbers, 9 primary geometries, 9 root races, 9 spheres to heaven, and 9 spheres to hell. Realms of 9. It's not a 1 or a 0 thing. It's only 9 numbers. Somehow they think they're infinity. Must be indoctrination. Thank God for homeschooling. Thank God for education of myself, right? I suggest you do the same. Like, it's becoming fashionable to do your own research, you know? COVID isolated and locked people down. They had a lot of time to think for themselves. Right, good people? They got to know themselves a little bit better because of quarantine time. Uncle Sam puts you in timeout, puts you in a lockbox, hot box. Puts you in a cell, which is what? A cube? Or maybe a block? It's wild. Right? So remember, all of this is conspiracy, right? All of it. It's all conspiracy. And I'm over here like, hey guys, what's in your fucking water? Atrazine, fluoride, aluminum, industrial waste, chemical runoff from industrial farms. Water's dirty, right? I think clean water is a real issue, and it's universal. So let's plug that in right there, right? Water is a universal issue. Quality of water. Quality of water that you have access to will define the quality of your life, whether it would be healthy or sick. What's in your water? Well, where'd everybody go, Dick Tickles? Remember, none of this is art, right? It's amazing. And I can't get anyone around here to discuss these things. No, not locally. Locally, I'm proud to be a nut job. It's goddamn amazing. See what happens when you're the crazy person in the room? You shock everyone. You can be shocking and electrifying when striking, speaking, king, talk king, knock king, rock king. English is a software code created by kings. And I spent my life hacking it. Two classes of people. You're either hook king for the king or trick king for the king, right? You're doing the hook king or you're doing the trick king. Strippers on a pole are twerking. Well, what you see over here, Dick Tickles, is me trying to influence AI, right? Because AI is watching everyone. That's obvious. Digital surveillance. What's Facebook for? Social togetherness or digital surveillance of everyone? No one knows. My job is to be a bad influence on the next generation. That way, no one's like me at all. Gosh, if there was 10 or 20 like me, it'd be amazing what would happen, right? You don't even know what to do with the one you got. That's the funny stuff. I don't even know where to go, right? So I don't go anywhere. I don't think moving, running around, chasing people is going to solve anything or resolve anything. I don't like playing games. You shouldn't either. I'm not playing games with you, so don't play games with me, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. Can you believe that? I'm fucking tired. The key concept here would be symbology. Right, Dick Tickles? Symbology. It's symbology that rules and divinates and defines reality. Not English. Symbolism. What do the symbols tell you? What do the pictures say to you? Right? I'm just holding space for you so you can see the pictures. We could talk about the pictures, but no one wants to talk about the picture. My job is to be inspirational, cause and create problems with visual aids, teaching aids. I'm not a religious person. I don't follow doctrine. I do believe in karma. I do believe in nature's laws, which are creator's laws. God created the universe. Crazy conspiracy, right? But somehow we're suffering separation anxiety, thinking something's missing. Or maybe you might be suffering from a superiority complex because of your degree from MIT, Harvard, Yale University. So good rising, and thank you for stopping in here in this visual aid for nature's laws and science. One of my friends the other day said, I didn't even know nature had laws. I'm like, oh my God, you didn't even know nature had nature's laws? What are nature's laws? You know, some people run around thinking geometry came from a university because of their ego. And that causes a lot of problems. Here to remedy that. Dissolve it. I started a mental exercise for myself probably about 29, 30. I started realizing specific set of questions to ask men. And it's only so they hear them. It's only so you can hear this stuff. I'm not going to tell you how to feel about it. That's your job. My job is to tell you things. That's it. If you like what I'm telling you, that's on you. If you hate what I'm telling you, that's on you as well. It's always on you. And that's really the key in this. Everything begins and ends with how or what you think, when you think it, where you think it. You see, most people's questions are a result of observations, something they saw. They saw something, and it caused them to question their reality. It's a chemical reaction. Not selling you this. I gave it to you on a platter. Remember that. This is what I gifted you. So you can graft off of me, copy me, copulate, fuck with, play with me, plagiarize me, repeat after me in a parody. Parents are parrots. Right? That shit's funny, isn't it? You notice phonetically how parents and parrots sound a lot alike? Well, that's why I'm here. Because most parents do sound like parrots. And they're conformists to the will of the church and the state, and wondering how the good children will feel about this stuff. The 5-year-old in you. It can speak anytime it wants to. Come on. Express yourself colorfully. You ever heard that one before? Like I said, people are catching on to my word salad. They love my word salad on Fox News. I heard them use word salad. I've been saying word salad for 20 years. Is that all people do is just repeat after each other? Just they got nothing original. Nobody does. Not even me, because I keep telling you everything's repeating itself over and over and over. I'm not learning anything. I'm remembering things. Graham Hancock said society was suffering amnesia and long-term memory loss. You forgot the past. That's why you're repeating it. So I always think very carefully and critically about what I'm saying and how I say it. I'm not here to convince you of anything. You think you guys know everything already. To me, that's funny. And I wanted you to know that that was funny. I hope you think it's funny with me. Otherwise, you're my silent enemy. Say, whoa. It's lonely out here, man. Lonely out here when you're the fucking pimp king, talk king, speak king, think king, joy king, smoke king, dope king, shot king. English is what I call language of kings index. LOKI, Loki. I don't even advertise well. Keep it rather low key. And I just use what I know when I want to, where I want to, when I want to, how I want to. And I'll say what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want. I think men should be thinking this way. You are a king after all. And the language of king is the king's codex, right? It's a sorcery codex. You gotta think about these things sometimes. Sometimes thinking hurts people's feelings, you know? Speaking causes sparking to occur. That's why no one's talking. Their brain's caught sparking. Chemical sparking. They got triggered into thinking for themselves. The feelings were for themselves, not for me. The real question is, do you want any of this in the classroom or none of it at all? Because it's one or the other. And the sad part is, I learned none of it in a classroom, which is why I actually do these things. Because I didn't learn any of these things in the fucking school. And you didn't either. I know. That's why I do this. We have a real problem with definition of what self is or is not, scientifically speaking. Take the nouns out of the way, and you've confused most everybody. And people and persons happen to be nouns. Man, kings, possessions, people, persons, places, and things, stuff you own. So you can call this whatever you want to call it: bullshit artistry, psychotherapy, frontier psychiatry, Babylonian babble, second cousin to Jewish gibberish, shit talk king. Question really is this something or is it nothing at all? Because it's either something or it's nothing at all. Two extremes. You decide. It's quite a paradox because you're either something or you're fucking nothing. It's one or the other. Something, or you're going to say nothing. You're going to wear a mask or you're not going to do it. You're going to get vaccinated or you won't do it. Very good. Lack of inaction is the real problem here, you guys. I didn't do anything. That's wrong attitude, I think, King. I think King, I speak King, I talk King, and I show King too. Check King, cash King, shop King, crack King, break King, mind fucking kings, stomping on kings, whacking kings. Here, King, 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 come out and play. How many kings are there? 8 billion? Maybe there's only one. I don't know. What do you know? I don't think anybody knows anything. And then they tell me I don't know anything at all. So I don't know how the fuck we're going to get along. No one respects anyone, especially the king, talk king, speak king, think king. Shocking, right? We don't respect men. Society's anti-male. Women want to be men. Men want special rights and privileges, so they're willing to wear a fucking dress and pursue tiaras. No perk packages being a man. Suck king, off king, whack king, stroke king, talk king. King is a function. Most brains are not working. Boy. Guys. And the shit talk king got even better and it got funnier because of Walmart and George Soros and Democracy Now, right? Democracy Now had a hand in it too, so thank you. Right? Their whole no king movement, absolutely hysterical for a nigger like me. Now I created a floor movement saying no king, K-N-O-W, no king, KK, no king. King's Command and Control Codex, KKKK. I dedicate it to my sisters, Kayla, Kelly, Katrina, right? I used to call them the KKKs. Funny, funny for me, not really anyone else. Anyway, English is the King's Command and Control Codex, language of King's Index. It's a sorcery codex. It's a lexicon for word spells. It gives divination and description to reality. Like, literally. See what happens when you're scribing properly, giving proper definitions and divinations, giving pictorial descriptions as you speak, King. But still, nothing. So then I started to realize, well, they can't tell the difference between something and nothing. That's funny as hell. Is this something or is it nothing? Because it's either something or it's fucking nothing. Right? It's one or the other. Can't be both. That's a paradox. We can't have that. Right? That's socially fucking unacceptable. No. We can't all get along. It's not possible. Can't all be friends either. You know what I mean? Because everybody's competing with everybody for their own survival. So there'll be no holding hands and there will be no singing kumbaya songs and community. The hell is that? What is community these days? Can you tell me? Confused. I don't see it anywhere. Usually it's just me talking to myself. Good stuff, right? Way to be creative, Matthew. Yeah, I know. It doesn't pay the fucking bills, does it? No. You guys like geometry? Anyone? You know, it's inside of you and outside of you simultaneously. And the past, present, and future operate through you concurrently. And that's probably going to confuse all of you simultaneously. I don't even have a degree or a license or permission to speak from any political party. Man, I don't know anything. Fucking whack king. Mad fool king. Fool king around. Are you guys pieces of paper? Are you fucking stationary? Wow. See, I said most people have a hard time dealing with reality. Nobody believes me. Hard time. Look around. Can't get no straight answers from anybody about anything. How's that going to feed my fucking children? Right? Remember, I figured out all this by accident, you guys, through observation, paying attention, then learn in the classroom. Learn it from watching other people. Then I sit in this chair and talk about my education, and goddamn, nobody wants to talk about it. So what did I do wrong? Right? Oh, no. You better go to school, though. How do I want to do that for? Because I'd every one of you for a profit, of course. It didn't profit you at all. Right? Why the hell would I want to go to a university where I got to pay them listen to me, listen to fucking lies, to feed me lies? What? 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 Right? Go to university and pay to have someone feed you lies. Why would you do that? Funniest thing is show people the truth about reality and they can't even deal with it. They crap their pants on sight of it. Let's talk about that. Right? Most people are at a fucking sound phonetics disadvantage, tone deaf, hard of hearing, can't make phonetic connections to anything. So they're hard of hearing, hearing impaired, tone deaf, and they're led by their emotional outbursts or their knee jerk reactions to their observations. But if you'll notice, I didn't even tell them which way to go. I just invited them here. Come on in. Come in. Come in. Come on in. And as long as I stay away from dictating terms to how you feel, then, man, you shouldn't be telling me how to feel about anything. We're just here to watch some shit together at the same time. See if we can trigger a reaction from the crowd, right? Then the real question is, do you want this in school? Do you want your children learning these things or not, mommy, daddy? And the mommies and daddies are the parents that are the professional parrots. Like, where'd you go? Academia is a competition. Isn't it weird how everything's of the same thing on varying degrees and levels? It's the same patterns repeating themselves over and over. Right? We build sacred geometry into our cities, into our schools, into our buildings because it's expressing reality, keys to free energy, lots of different things, lots of different reasons why people mock nature. Nature is a byproduct of creators, so they're observing the creator's environment and trying to mark after the creator, repeat after, make a mockery of God. Right? Whoa. I think I learned that in school. Or what about the original temple being the human mind and they built a scalar model of it inside the fucking pyramids, right? They built it after the human mind, which is Creator God's original temple. The space between your left and right ears. Right? So as you can see, I'm very anti-institutional, very rebellious. I don't listen to anyone. Thank God for that, right? Can't thank the schools for it. No, they condition your children to suck dick. You know, cock kiss. That's what that sounds like to me. Sucking dick, kissing cock, cock kiss. No one hears it? A lot of cock suck king happening, right? Kamala Harris gives head to get ahead. No one wants to talk about it. They want to give her a fucking trophy for sucking dick. No trophies for being a dick king, talk king, speak king, think king. Like I said, you're either trick king or you're a hook king. Oh, look. More words with a king in them. 1,315 of them to be exact. Right? Exacting of the king, talk king, magic king, logic king, trick king, hook king, shop king, shake king. All I hear is a bunch of whack kings talking. That kind of fake king is shock king, right? Running around telling everybody king, 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 king. King Tom, King Dick, King Larry, King Harry, King Cool. Don't you get it? No, they still don't get it, right? My job is to be inspirational, right? And not just in math senses either, right? Logic King, we discussed what? The fabric of reality. Lots of different things. Observations. Things that we see on a daily and think are interesting or relevant. And I'm wondering why the fabric of reality is left out of the universities and why most people are illiterate after graduating secondary education. Things like that. I'm wondering about those things. Isn't that amazing? Don't you want to know why they didn't teach you any of this stuff in school? Isn't that curious? The golden ratio and everything. Right? Nature by numbers. I gotta thank Walt Disney, right? Right? Should we thank Walt Disney? I'm almost thinking that's a great idea. I don't want to play the sound, but maybe I'll put it on in the background for this therapy session, right? The influences of Walt Disney on our children. There you go. There's just a piece of it, right? But you can watch it up for free on YouTube, you know. This is just a small bit of it. I'm like, look at the patterns that they were showing you in this anime 70 fucking years ago. And then when I show them to you, makes me a criminal, right? It's like, wow. Parents, are you even paying attention to anything? For real. No king, you're either hook king or you're trick king. When you speak king, think king, talk king, not king is the only option. King's most brains not working, they're twerking, either hook king or tricking for another king. And we're on the hunt, you guys. Where's the children at? How's the children doing? Be very, very quiet. We're hunting parents right now. See what I mean? Be on the hunt, parents. Coming to get you. You know anything about your numbers? The sins and the signs are everywhere. Numbers. Math magic. Boy, Disney did a bang up fucking job on me, huh? Gotta be inspirational, right? Gotta learn from the past. Look at it being shown you in plain sight, right? Ooh, numbers. They have meaning. They have definitions. They have purposes. So you guys on Facebook, you're so boring. I hope you come check us out on YouTube, right? This shit's hilarious over here. Hope you share it. Later. You can't learn anything from animation or observation or paying attention. Can't get anyone to sit still for anything, you know? Not even musical fists or rhythm and blues. Everybody buying, everybody selling, everybody hooking, everybody tricking, everybody squabbling, bickering, everybody coming in, living in, come on in, it's in. Key to trade is bartering for something when you got nothing. Gave you something. Try and convince me that I'm nothing. Truth is deceiving. If you make a living, someone else is dying while you're making a killing. I know. Past is for learning, not repeating. Learned it backwards before you can go forwards, living. You're either telling the truth or you're lying. If I'm not lying, then you're lying. The truth is something that is not worth selling. The truth is something to be gifting, not grafting off of. I don't need a grafter. I'm not grafting. If I did the giving, I know the hardest thing is living when everyone else wants to see you dying. I said something, but you'll say it was nothing. I said something. So how is it nothing? I'm not faking, not fronting, sitting here gloating. You're over there choking to the king, talk king. I'm so knowing secretly the king is key to the functioning of anything. Don't bother me when I'm working. I'm not twerking for the king. I'm the king, talking, speaking, thinking, drinking, smoking, toking, mocking, macking. I know there's no milk for the king without milking. Right? Too many king words. That's what I found out. Too many goddamn king words. There's no talking to the king talking either. No, there's no reasoning with the king.
That you know what you're talking about. This message is not for everyone. You'll know if it's for you. People consider you to be the real deal. They know that if they need information, more likely than not, you're going to supply it and it's going to be the truth. People know that you fact check, that you don't just talk to hear yourself talk. You only speak when it's necessary. What people love about you is when you take a slight pause before you speak, because it shows them that you're actually thinking before you say anything. And for that reason alone, they deem you to be intelligent and wise. And they take you much more seriously than a lot of other people. You're not very reactive. Even though you think quickly and you're able to respond instantly, you still take a moment to think about what you're going to say and to question yourself as to whether or not whatever you're about to say is going to add value and it's going to solve anything. Right? People see you as the truth. They know you're not playing around. They know you're not just rambling on and on about nothing. They see you as someone who's very reliable, very knowledgeable, very wise. You know what you're saying, you know what you're doing, and they look up to you. A lot of people emulate you. You inspire a lot of people to work on themselves. You know, some people out here are actually reading because of you, because they want to get on your level, and they see where it's taking you. They see where you're at now, and they can see where you're going. And they want to follow your footsteps. They want to be just like you. And I'm not saying that for you to become arrogant, which I know you won't, because you're very humble, which is another thing they love about you. The fact that you know so much, but you're humble. There are people out there who've read only like 2 books, and they think they're better than everyone. They think they're smarter than everyone. Some people only read 1 book, and they think they're better than everyone. But not you. People respect you. They really look up to you. You're a role model for many people. People look up to you, and you should be proud of yourself. And that's it for this message. I want to thank those who ordered 1 or more of my books. I'm truly honored by your support. And to those who ordered all 6 books, I'm humbled by your trust. It really means a lot to me. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Chris Josh. I'm an author of 6 books, and you can learn more about them and order them by clicking the link in my
All right. That shit's funny as hell. So, parents, what's going on here, huh? What they do? Traumatize you with the truth about reality? Show it in plain sight? No one wants to talk about it? It's nothing, right? Hey, look, it's the golden ratio. I mean, Fibonacci. I mean, golden spiral, golden portion. What else? It's got odd names, don't it? Confused, huh? Remember, this cartoon's like 70 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know how we're getting any smarter. I keep telling people, I said, we're not learning anything new here. No. We're remembering the past so we don't repeat it again. Right? Oh, look, Twin Towers. So it's weird how the cartoons are telling the children one thing and the parents are telling the children something different, opposite. And this causes odds to occur. Oppositional defiance disorder syndrome, mommy and daddy. That's why you have rebellious children like myself.
So, my country was the first where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced in the country.
January 2026, every baby born in the U.S. will get a digital ID at birth. Not just name and date. We're talking fingerprints, retina scan, even DNA. This ID will be required for school, hospitals, even phone apps. And parents, you don't get a choice, it's federal law. Some states say, no digital ID, no health insurance. Supporters call it protection. Critics call it control. So what do you think, child safety or a lifetime of surveillance? Comment below and follow before this becomes your...
Or perpetual slavery.
Follow before this becomes your...
So it looks like ICE is...
Right. So welcome to Frontier Therapy, everybody. Some people think I need to start our OnlyFans page where parents can learn that cartoons tell them more about reality than the universities. This is just a small clip from Math Magic Land, like 1967, I think. Donald Duck in the house, everyone. What's up, y'all? You feel like a player on a checkerboard? Are you Donald Duck? Are you just a fucking pawn? Right? Part of the gridiron gang. Just a square on a board. You ever feel like a checker? Black or white even matter in this equation? Hey, there's the Pope and the Queen yelling at you. Now Donald Duck's all gender confused in a dress. What's going on, parents? Why is Donald Duck in a fucking dress? Did you know Donald Duck was a cross-dresser? I don't know how many people get to say this shit. Come on. Which one of those characters are you? Right? You better hurry up and fucking eat that goddamn pill right there, right? That one that I'm fucking force feeding you so you can grow the hell up. Ready to swallow a fucking pill? I got a fucking pill for you, a reality pill. Right? So, right? We're playing chess, right? So I hope that inspired you enough to at least go and watch it in its entirety on its own. You know what I mean? Because, like, forced me to have a lot of questions. Like these ones. Right? Things to think about, right, parents? See why I don't chase anyone anywhere? Everybody wants to play games with me. Fucking tired.
Listen up. Are you unvaccinated and looking to mingle? Y'all, I kid you not, they literally have a dating site for unvaccinated people now. It's called Unjected.com. It says Unjected is built on creating health-conscious relationships with those who share like-minded values and the convictions to remain unvaccinated. My friend sent me this, and I thought it was wild. Listen up. Are you unvaccinated?
That's right. So now, little scientists, listen up, parents, children. I'm going to create a divisive classification for you. And I can't tell you how to feel about it because it would violate my religion or my doctrine, right? So logic says you're either vaccinated or you're unvaccinated. You're one or the other, right? Yep. So you can line a line. Unvaccinated people on this side and vaccinated people over here. Whew. And I bet the unvaccinated people are probably smokers for the most part too. I'm just going to throw that out there. And they don't wear masks either. I'm thinking they pretty much do whatever the hell they want to and don't care about your personal theologies or feelings and concerns. And, you know, they're just going to do whatever. Just throwing it out there, you guys. Don't get all offended. Don't get butthurt. Trying to make you see things just a little bit different, right? What about these things? They left them out of the classroom, right? So the real question is how do we establish a recovery group, right? Because these people need recovery, right? It's like what Hillary said, you know? She said that everybody needed re-education. Because she's a he. Like, wow. I don't even know where to go with that, do you? I don't know where to go with that. Did you know that Hillary was a male? Kind of like Governor Mills. Did you ever wonder or notice? People get confused by clothing. So, this is what happens to you when you know you're dealing with a bunch of devils every day, right? Devil, 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 devil. Did they bastardize or demonize reality? Did they make good things bad, bad things good? They blur the line between good and evil. Witchcraft and sorcery, science and technology. Did they blur the line? It's really a hodgepodge of shit. This is the blessing or curse that autistic children fucking live with, while parents say fucking nothing. Right? Whoa. My theorem even said that this might cause a Zoot Suit riot to occur. People might actually quit their fucking jobs. Start saying, I'm not my job, I'm not my job, I'm not my job, I'm not a function, I'm not a position, I'm not a status or a fucking station, I'm not papyrus or paper, I'm not a certificate, I'm not a bond man. There's a lot of things I'm not. They never told me what I was. Like, whoa. Right? Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like this may cause some people to be butthurt. Their anus might get swollen up or shrunk up, you know? Right? Now, I love showing you is that nature's patterns repeat themselves over and over, and just the majority of people do not see it. They cannot see it. They are blinded by it. They don't want to see the light. Blinded by light. Geometry is the nature of reality. It's just one way of discussing it. Shapes are a result of frequency. Frequency generates geometry. It's one of the simplest, most profound things I realized for myself. The sound of something causes and creates the structure in its existing setting or vibration. Remember, I have a ninth grade education, and I don't know anything. I love saying that to people. I don't know anything. Right? Doesn't pay to know anything. It does not pay to say no to anything. Saying no to hyperinflation and borrowing money doesn't pay to say no to that because no one does it. Doesn't pay. Doesn't pay to care about the environment. There's no money in it. Don't get paid to care about the environment or the waterways or the air that you breathe. You don't get paid to care about these things. You either do or you do not. It's common sense. But that's the problem. Most people don't operate with common sense. They don't have common sense. They have propaganda. Wow. Right? You like my propaganda? Got my own propaganda over here propagating. Propagating. Propagandists, how you doing? Where's the lobbyists at? The political pimps, politicians, the president. You're not your status. You're not your station. How come everybody's so silent, you know? It's kind of weird. Freaking me out a little bit, you know what I mean? Apparently, there's no such thing as transparency in a free society. Wrap your head around that one. Like my transparency? Right? So, I'm the guy that gets to say, hey, you guys. I didn't lie to you. The universities lied to you. That's fucking hilarious, right? Geometry doesn't lie to you. Math doesn't lie to you. The professors from university lie to you about math and geometry. That confused everybody. Right? For me, that's fucking wildly funny. As a mathematically inclined person. I'm hysterically. Hey, look at all the shit I found out by goddamn accident, right? Right? Whoop king. Hey, doesn't that look like a Pentagon right there? That there Fort Knox right down the road from my house. So, wow. Same fucking geometry, right? It's goddamn conspiracy though, right? Well, then and there, then and now, you know, I'm like Steven Spielberg right now, you guys. Come on, man. Look at all the shit I've fucking streamed then, now, blah, 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 and uh, uh, right? On my end, it's starting to get fucking funny. Right? Geometry. This one was how long ago? Oh, 3 years ago, you guys. Look what I said to you 3 years ago, right? That's just 3 years ago, right? Goddamn confused everybody. It's a year ago. That was 3 years ago. A year ago. Uh-oh. Do you see E equal MC square anywhere on my fucking board, neighbors? I don't follow Albert Einstein anywhere. Maybe that's another point of doing this, right? I'm challenging your logicking abilities. Do you have any? What about Magic King? Is it people that lie to you or geometry? Math? I want to thank Quentin Carpenter for his contributions, right? Amazing. What's that all about, you guys? Right? My 25 years in sales and marketing tells me to say, help me help you. Because if you can't help me, then I sure as hell can't help you any at all. Right? kind of stuck in this chair, strapped to it, you know? Like, where the fuck am I going? Nowhere. But I hope you don't eat McDonald's, you know? It's terrible stuff. It's bad for you. When you really start waking up, you become conscious of food intake and what you're actually putting in your body, and you're not blaming anyone else for your health. You're realizing you do it to yourself. Right? So a lot of thinking took place in this equation, obviously. And I saw that voting for myself was the only logical outcome. I didn't see other. I didn't see any other logical outcome. Do you? Because I don't. Right. So good rising to the black and the white squares on the checkerboard, the pawns and the players on the king's board. Hello. If you want to beat them, you have to think like them. Right? It's rather a lot to take in, you know. Right? I'm dropping some intel on Facebook right at the moment, right? So, welcome to Frontier Therapy. Scalar wave technology. People's reality is a result of their frequency. Their frequency is controlled by their doctors. Right? So you say, we've been on to the shenanigans for a while. This is 5 years ago. I was bringing to your attention European blackface at that point. Right? Actors wearing masks. Strange how Rothschild looks like. Mr. Burns. You guys, I'm proud to tell you that I established and started operating under the theorem that pinky is key to the brain in 1997. I hope this is inspirational. Like, wow, you guys are smart. Right? It's a lot to take in, isn't it? I know. Yep. Right? You gotta trust the signs. You gotta just pay attention. That's all you really gotta do. But no one does that. They don't do their own thinking and not paying attention to anything. Right? You got to pay attention to the signs. You got to watch them. Numbers don't lie to you. People just want to deny the reality that's being exposed, is all. It contradicts everything.